Men in masks, final girls who refuse to die quietly, weapons from kitchen knives to chainsaws, even salt shakers. Slashers have long been horror's beating and bleeding heart, and after some ups and downs, the genre is back with a vengeance. From gritty indies to slick studio revivals, today's filmmakers are giving the slasher fresh blood and sharp self-awareness. If you love horror breakdowns like this, be sure to like and subscribe to keep following our content. Number 10. Terrifier 2, 2022. This sequel doesn't tiptoe, it charges at you with a blood-soaked grin. Clocking in at nearly 2.5 hours, Terrifier 2 is a relentless parade of jaw-dropping practical effects and some of the most stomach-turning kills modern horror has dared to show. Yes, that salt shaker scene has already earned its place in gore history. It's not just shock and splatter. Writer-director Damien Leone expands the mythology of his now iconic killer, Art the Clown, while introducing Sienna, Lauren Lavera, a glowing sword-wielding, resilient final girl who instantly feels like a cult favorite. It's the rare indie sequel that swings for the fences and scores a bloody, crowd-pleasing home run. Number 9. Freaky, 2020. Shy teen Millie, Catherine Newton, wakes up one morning to find she's accidentally swapped bodies with the hulking local serial killer known as the Butcher, Vince Vaughn. She's got just 24 hours to switch back before she's permanently stuck in his towering frame, while he gleefully terrorizes her classmates in hers. Watching Vaughn play a terrified teenage girl is comedy gold, while Newton is genuinely chilling as a dead-eyed murderer hiding in plain sight. Freaky is self-aware, campy, surprisingly heartfelt, and refreshingly queer-friendly. A high-concept slasher that's both gory and sweet in all the right ways. Number 8. Hellfest 2018. Imagine your local Halloween haunted house, the strobe lights, jump scares, creepy actors, but one of those masked performers is a real killer. That's the hook in Gregory Plotkin's Hellfest, a love letter to classic slashers set inside a massive traveling horror carnival. A group of friends, led by the effortlessly likable Amy Forsyth, slowly realizes one of the masked parkgoers isn't playing by the rules. The neon-lit haunted houses, fog-filled mazes, and carnival chaos are so perfect for a horror movie, it's shocking this didn't launch a franchise. It doesn't reinvent the wheel, but it's pure popcorn fun with a killer setting and characters you can actually root for, a rarity in slasher land. Number 7. Bodies. Bodies, 2022. Director Helena Rhine traps a group of wealthy, messy 20-somethings. Amandla Stenberg, Maria Bakalova, Rachel Sennett, Pete Davidson, and more, in a mansion during a hurricane. A party game called Bodies turns terrifying when someone ends up truly dead, and paranoia spirals into accusations, jealousy, and social media-fueled meltdowns. It's a razor-sharp satire of Gen Z culture, hilarious, savage, and surprisingly tense, capped off with an ending that's so audacious it had audiences howling. Number 6. The Strangers, Prey at Night, 2018. A decade after the bone-chilling The Strangers, director Johannes Roberts takes the masked home invaders out of the house and into a creepy, isolated trailer park. This time, a vacationing family, played by Christina Hendricks, Martin Henderson, Bailey Madison, and Lewis Pullman, pulls in for a quiet stay, only to become prey for the silent, sadistic trio, Dollface, Pinup Girl, and the Man in the Mask. While it doesn't reach the soul-crushing bleakness of the 2008 original, this sequel cranks up the style. Expect eerie, wide-open spaces, synth-heavy 80s vibes, and one of the most stunning horror sequences of the last decade, a neon-lit poolside chase set to Bonnie Tyler's Total Eclipse of the Heart. It's tense, stylish, and a great reminder that an old nightmare can feel new again when framed with the right mix of dread and spectacle. Number 5. The Ranger, 2018. Chelsea, Chloe Levine, and her ragtag group of punk friends flee the cops and retreat to a remote cabin in the woods, hoping for a safe hideout. Instead, they collide with the Ranger, Jeremy Holm, a disturbingly polite, clean-cut authority figure who sees the forest as his domain. No mask, no mystery. just icy, rule-obsessed control and a grudge that runs deep. The result is a bloody, rebellious clash between youthful anarchy and authoritarian power, brimming with attitude, splashed with neon punk energy, and sharp in its commentary about ownership and control. The Ranger is both an homage to classic slashers and a statement all its own. Number 4. In a Violent Nature, 2024. What if Friday the 13th told its story from Jason's perspective? That's the bold experiment of Chris Nash's In a Violent Nature. We follow Johnny, a silent, mask-wearing revenant, as he awakens when someone disturbs his grave and stalks campers through the forest. There's no mystery about who the killer is. Instead, the campers become the unknown, while we inhabit the monster's perspective. It's unnerving, meditative, and fascinatingly subversive, making you question why horror fans often end up rooting for the villain. Plus, one kill here is already being hailed as one of the best and goriest in slasher history. Number 3. Scream 6, 2023. With the filmmaking duo Radio Silence, Matt Bettinelli-Olpin and Tyler Gillett, steering the ship, Scream 6 trades sleepy Woodsboro for the chaotic streets of New York City, dropping sisters Sam, Melissa Barrera, and Tara, Jenna Ortega, along with their core 4 ride-or-die friends, into a ruthless urban nightmare. This installment is bigger, nastier, and sports a finale so bloody it could make the 1996 Ghostface blush. It's less winkingly meta than Craven's earliest entries, but still cleverly self-aware, digging into toxic fandom, the weight of legacy sequels, and the cost of inheriting a beloved franchise. And yes, Jenna Ortega sprinting through a bodega while Ghostface stalks the aisles is instant horror cinema gold. Number 2. Halloween Ends, 2022. Fans braced for an epic Laurie Strode versus Michael Myers showdown to close out David Gordon Green's reboot trilogy. What they got was stranger and far more ambitious. Enter Corey Cunningham, Rohan Campbell, a young man cast out by Haddonfield after a tragic babysitting accident. Through Corey's spiral, the film asks how evil seeps into an entire community, how fear and cruelty can create new monsters long after the original boogeyman has aged into myth. Laurie, Jamie Lee Curtis, and Michael still collide. The knife fight everyone wanted is there. But Halloween Ends is more interested in how darkness mutates and survives. Divisive? Absolutely. Thought-provoking? No question. It's a bold, unsettling way to conclude a 40-year nightmare. Number 1. X, 2022. At first glance, X seems like a sleazy 70s grindhouse flick. Young filmmakers rent a Texas farmhouse to shoot an adult movie, only to discover their elderly hosts are not as harmless as they seem. But T. West has more on his mind than cheap shocks. Underneath the nudity and gore is a haunting exploration of aging, repression, and the terror of dreams slipping away. Mia Goth delivers a career-defining double performance, playing both aspiring star Maxine and the lonely, dangerous Pearl, making the film both terrifying and tragic. X spawned the vibrant prequel Pearl and now the neon-drenched sequel Max X Scene, cementing it as one of horror's great modern trilogies. And that's our look at the best modern slashers keeping the genre alive and drenched in fake blood. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more deep dives into horror, creepy classics, and the latest in genre filmmaking, be sure to hit that like and subscribe. Stay spooky, stay safe, and maybe double check that the door's locked. Check out these other great videos from Daily Dose of 10.